Gymnastics Championships. First events in the first rotation in the Women's Gymnastics Championship, and Mylan Dodd of California in floor exercise. She's been one of the really remarkable athletes in the Pac-10 Conference this year.
She has been having an unbelievable season, recording career highs in every event and the all-around. Really a spectacular gymnast, very enigmatic, interesting to watch.
Just a sophomore at California.
Sounds like there's 30,000 people.
Lovely routine. We'll see more difficulty later in the competition from UCLA and ASU and Stanford, but beautiful, beautiful dance.
Mylan Dodd, who has really picked the whole program up at California. She's happy with it. Take a look at the end of it.
First-year coach has done a sensational job. Carrie Dubois has come in and really invigorated this team. They've learned to work harder, to try to achieve more, and that they are doing.
So Mylan Dodd will wait for her score in floor exercise. Meantime, we move over to the beam, and Oregon State in the first rotation on the beam. Stanford, UCLA, Arizona State, incidentally, are out of this rotation. There are 7 rotations.
Lindsay Nelson is one of Oregon State's best all-around gymnasts. Had a tough time at their last competition against BYU, had 3 falls. Now taking a week off, got finals out of the way, and hoping for a different result.
Yeah, the coaching staff at Oregon State hoping that finals week in its own way was a help.
Standing back pike, doing a little surfing, and unfortunately lost it. 0.5 of a point deduction for the fall. Oh, beautiful flexibility. Interesting elements in this balance beam routine. Unfortunately had that fall. 1.5 twist dismount. Keep in mind, in the team competition, 6 gymnasts compete. They count 5 scores.
So in this rotation, California is in floor exercise. Arizona's on bars. Washington on the vault. Oregon State on the beam. And as we mentioned, UCLA, Arizona State, Stanford have a bye in this round. The end of this routine.
Tanya Ricioli is their top all-around gymnast, 3-time Pac-10 Athlete of the Week, and 2 times this season. So having a very, very good season. Very precise in her movement. Finishes up with a very strong landing. That always feels good.
So Ricioli, who anchors the Oregon State team in this particular discipline. And we'll have the score of Ricioli in just a moment. Back to the vault, and Carly Dockendorf. Great story.
Yeah, she's also a pole vaulter for Washington, and you could tell by the speed down the runway. Look at that landing.
Well, remember last year, Onnie Willis set the tone for a tremendous meet. She started out in the vault, had a 10 here, wound up being the all-around champion. UCLA trying to do the same this year. We welcome you back to Pauley Pavilion. We move along now to our second rotation. Remember, 7 rotations in this competition. Each team, however, on 4 disciplines. After 1 rotation, remember Stanford, UCLA, and Washington have not yet performed. Washington 49.30. Washington on vault with the lead. California on floor X 49.275. Arizona on bars 49.075. And Oregon State on beam 48.375. We come now to the second rotation. Stanford, UCLA, and Arizona State in for the first time. Stanford on vault, UCLA on bars, Arizona State in floor X, and Arizona on a vault. I beg your pardon, Arizona on the beam. Kristin Parker of Arizona, of UCLA, I beg your pardon, on bars.
This is a great, great event for UCLA. All their events are terrific. Very good form, nice execution on big skills. Coach Val Condos, year after year, does an amazing job taking a group of very talented gymnasts, a lot of Olympians and World Championship team members, and just good gymnasts who want to work hard. Does a very good job of putting it together.
Yeah, great way to start.
Assistant coach Milo Johnson. They have a new assistant coach in Chris Waller, who's also a UCLA gymnast and an Olympian himself. Just a dynamite package. Very, very dynamic swing, nice height on her release move. And this is the first routine up. One of the keys to their success is their depth. They are so strong from first gymnast to last. They can really build to those big scores.
So 6 compete. They take the best 4 scores.
Very nice high double layout somersault. Gorgeous in the air and a perfect landing.
Great start for UCLA. First performer, first event they've competed in tonight. Onnie Willis now, number 4 in the nation all around.
A lot of buzz in this arena. There's 4 routines going on at the same time. A lot of good gymnastics in the Pac-10. This is the best college gymnastics I've seen, and each year it gets better and better, but more variety of skills we're seeing, higher level of difficulty, better form, better choreography, just all the way across the board. And this is a strong conference.
Kristin Parker, 9.875 to start things for UCLA on bars.
Onnie is just rock solid. Big gymnastics. That was a beautiful reverse head. Even a big transition move. Moving from low to high, a smaller element, but she does it magnificently. And way up high, and double front with half twist. That is a great routine. Good for her.
Well, UCLA out of the blocks quickly.
They've really raised the standard of collegiate gymnastics, and it's helped the entire country. It's what made teams like ASU better. They figured out a way how to be competitive with a team like this that's got this kind of talent, just raw talent.
Incidentally, ASU 9.875 in their first floor exercise. It was called a DiMartini.
This was just very well executed with a good variety of skills. Nice.
Should score very, very well for Onnie Willis.